Hello everyone. So here we come with the story The Last Leaf. In the introductory part we have already started about what short story is and about the author. Here we will start with the story. The Last Leaf is a short story by O. Henry published in 1907 in his collection. The story is set in Greenwich Village during a pneumonia epidemic. So do you remember this? Where does the story set? It is set in Greenwich Village during a pneumonia epidemic. It tells the story of an old artist who saves the life of a younger neighboring artist dying of pneumonia by giving her the will to live. So, this story actually tells us about a sacrifice made by an old artist to make an young artist live who had already lost all the desires to live in this world. She was ready to leave this world. So, this person, this old artist, has recovered her from this and then he gave her the will to live on. In this short story, leaf, the last leaf it is said, right? That leaf is the symbol of hope because John C., a character, the young artist, believed that after the leaf will disappear, she will also die. But later, that last leaf on the tree becomes the hope of John C.'s survival. It explains us that our smallest sacrifice can not only have a great price but accomplish a great good. Who did the sacrifice? It is the old artist. Now we will see the story. What is there in the story? I have just given in bullet points so that you understand it in a better way. Sue and John C. were two young artists. First, we meet two characters, Sue and John C. They lived together in a small flat. It was situated on the third story of an old house. John C. caught pneumonia. John C. fell seriously ill in November. And what was it? She was ill because she had pneumonia and she was worried of it. She sent for the doctor. But the doctor told Sue that John C. had lost the will to live. The doctor did not say about the disease. He didn't say about pneumonia. But he said that she had already lost the will to live this life. Medicines will not help her. She tried her best to make John C. to take interest in things around her. She tried to bring her will back to live. She talked about clothes and fashions. She brought her drawing board into Johnson's room and started painting as both were painters. She also whistled while painting. She wanted to keep Johnson happy all the time so that her will to live becomes like a greater. She wanted to make that. Johnson's trans fancy. What was it? Her trans fancy. Johnson looked at an ivy creeper outside on the wall. See, this girl, she was trying to make her uh, like she wanted this girl to leave and she was trying to motivate her in different ways. She painted in her room. But what Johnsy was doing? Johnsy actually was looking at an ivy creeper outside on the wall. It was shading its leaves because it was autumn. During autumn, the trees become naked very soon. So it was shading its leaves because it was autumn time. Johnsy was counting backwards from 12 onwards. So Johnsy was counting 12, then 11 leaves left, then 10 leaves left. She used to count like that. Sue asked what it was all about. Johnsy told her that she would die with the falling of the last leaf. It would happen in 3 days. So she said that I have been counting down, and the last leaf, when it falls down, I will also die, and it will happen in 3 days. Sue called it nonsense. She also told her that she would be all right soon, but it had no effect on Johnsy. Sue tried to motivate her all the time, but it did not have any effect on Johnsy. Sue met Behrman. Behrman was an old painter. He lived on the ground floor. So, in that apartment itself, he lived on the ground floor. He was 60 years old. He had a dream that one day he would paint a masterpiece. But he had no success so far. He was already 60. He wanted to paint a masterpiece, but till then he had no success so far. Sue told Behrman about Johnson's strands fancy. What was the fancy? That when the last leaf falls down, she will die. Both he and Sue went to Johnson's room. Johnson was sleeping. They saw that the ivy creeper had only one leaf left on it, so the last leaf is there. It was raining. It seemed that the last leaf would fall any time. Johnsy saw the last leaf. Johnsy awoke from her sleep. She looked out of the window. So that was her only job at that time. Whenever she woke up, she looked out of the window. She looked at the last leaf. She asked Sue to look at it. It was green and healthy. Johnsy looked at the leaf every hour, but it did not fall even in the stormy evening. So only one leaf was left. There was a huge storm, but it did not fall. This revived a will to live in Johnsy. So Johnsy felt like, oh, this leaf is there, so I will also leave. Johnsy accused herself. She called Sue. She admitted before her that she had been a bad girl. So Johnsy said that I have done really a bad thinking. It was not good of me. She told Sue that she was very wicked. The last leaf had shown her that. Now she felt that it was a sin to want to die. So one should not want to die. It is actually a sin to want to die. One should always want to live on. She then asked for a mirror. She had lots of hot soup also. So now she became positive. She looked herself at the mirror. She had lots of hot soup. Next morning, Sue told Johnsy about Behrman. Behrman was ill for only 2 days. The guard found him on his bed. It means Behrman died. Why he died? Because he had painted that leaf on a stormy night when it was raining heavily. He got wet on that rain. His clothes and shoes were wet. He was shivering in the stormy night. He had painted the last leaf on the wall in that night. During the storm, he was painting the leaf. He had caught pneumonia and died. She asked her if she hadn't wondered why the leaf had not fluttered. She told her that the last leaf was Behrman's masterpiece. He painted it the night the last leaf fell. So when Johnsy was sleeping, the last leaf fell down, and having taken the opportunity of Johnson's sleep, Behrman had painted a green leaf on that tree so that she gets her will to live on. And just because of that, he got wet all night. In that stormy night, he was suffering from pneumonia after that, and then he died. He had made a sacrifice for Johnsy. Is it clear, everyone? So this is what we have seen in the story. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, and in the next video we will continue with the characters. Okay, thank you very much.